Hey YouTube, USA Second Amendment here with a belt video for you guys. I am in the process of completely changing my EDC setup. So that means belt, holster, and gun. I'm in the process of changing over. This is the first part to that. Pay attention to my channel for updated videos, the other gear, the other gun, and then obviously I'll do a full video at the end. But let's get into this. This is a Core Essentials belt. As you can see, the branding on the box right in front of you. So I have already had this out. I have already actually worn it and adjusted it. This is just going to be sort of an unboxing type video, but more of an initial review. Okay, if you guys want to read that, you can pause it if my camera will focus. There we go. All right, same there. You can pause it if you want. Okay, so it's the X6 gunmetal buckle. Okay, if you go to their website, they have a bunch of different buckles in different finishes. So this is the X6 buckle in a gunmetal finish. And then the black tactical belt. And you see it says one size fits 24 to 54 inches. So if you're not familiar with these belts, they come huge and then you cut it down to your size. So also in the bag, or in the box rather, is this little bag, which had a belt keeper in it. I'll show you that in a minute. The buckle was separated from the belt. You do have to assemble, and it was in this bubble wrap, so it was protected, not scratched up. And then also in the box, you get an Allen wrench and 3 spare set screws, which I will show you what those are for in a minute. All right, let's take this out of the box. Oh, also the belt itself was in a plastic sleeve, so it was not bare like this. Everything was protected, well packaged. There's the belt keeper like I mentioned. Okay, it has Velcro on the back. Okay, and here, while we're on the back, let's go ahead and get into this part. I'm gonna let the belt unravel and go off to the side there. Okay. So you guys can see the measurements here, all right? So right way down here, you can see it says 28. Okay, and then all the way up here it says 36. Now, Core recommends take your pant size, mine's a 34, and add 4 inches, so that would make it 38, and that's where you cut it. Here you can see it says 37, and then 38 is where I cut mine. I'm not gonna lie, the belt's a little long. I might go back and cut some more off. When I put this on, even with a belt, doing what they said, you know, 34 pants plus 4 inches, even with a belt, the tip of the belt, this side over here, still wraps around to about my like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock position. It wraps pretty far around my body. So anyway, the buckle itself is beautiful. Let me show you guys that first. Okay. The buckle is beautiful in that gunmetal finish, as you guys can see there. It's got that honeycomb pattern going on. Obviously, it says Core. It's got their logo. All right. This is the release for the Ratchet System. You can see when I pull that lever, tab comes down. And I'm going to show you the Ratchet System in just a second with the belt itself. But it's a nice buckle, guys. It's very solid. Just feels good. Okay, on the back of the buckle. All right, let's go over this, all right? So here's that Ratchet System, like I said, in the release, okay? I am not going to take this apart right now. There are other videos on YouTube that do that. You guys are more than welcome to watch those, obviously, but I will explain it. Basically, once you cut the belt to what you want, desired length, you slide it in here. You push this tab down. It's got teeth underneath this Core logo. It's got teeth that bite into the belt. And then the set screws, okay, screw down for extra hold, for extra strength. Now, this was the biggest problem that I had, was these set screws, and I'm gonna explain that. This Allen wrench that comes with it, first of all, there is no way you can get enough torque with this Allen wrench to torque these screws down where they're flush with the buckle. Okay, you guys see that? Where they're flush with the buckle. Now, I have them flush now. I'll explain how I did that. I have not seen anybody else explain this on YouTube. I've seen plenty of reviews of this belt, but everyone pretty much says just take the Allen wrench and turn the screws down and it secures the belt and that's it. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's not it. I love the belt. I love the buckle. This is my only knock on the product. It's not a deal breaker though, because I figured out, or you know, I did it my way if you want to say that, and it works great. You just have to decide if you want to do that. You could also just leave the set screws out. So that's an option. All right, let me explain what I did. I'm going to show you with the piece that I cut off because I practiced on the piece I cut off first. So you see here, I'm going to get this close and get it to focus, okay? There we go. All right, you see here, there's where the teeth grab in, okay? There's where the teeth grab in. And then you see there's a hole here and there's a hole up here. Now, you might be saying, why is there a hole in the belt? Well, those screws, those set screws, have to go in somewhere. I realized very quickly that if you don't make a hole and the set screw is just sitting on top of the belt, there is no way you're going to apply enough torque and enough pressure to push down and compress this belt, which is a thick belt, by the way. It's a pretty thick belt. There's no way you're going to get enough pressure to compress it to make these set screws fit flush with this buckle. Your screws are going to be popped up. They're going to be sticking up 1/8 of an inch at least. So what I did is I took a pocket knife. First I did the set screws. I'm sorry. Let me back up. First I put this in, clamped the teeth down. I pushed the set screws in as tight as I could get it by hand, and it made little indentions in the belt. Took it back out. Then where the little indention was, I took my pocket knife with a very sharp point and I just twisted it in a circle and made a little hole. I also used a small Phillips head screwdriver to help make the hole, in addition to the knife. Okay? Now, I know what you're saying. Oh, this is going to fray. It looks ugly. Look at this. It's fraying. Okay? Before I assembled the belt, the actual belt here, I used a lighter and I cleaned all that up. So yes, I do recommend using a lighter once you cut the belt to clean all the edging up. If you do the holes, to clean this up and make it so it's not going to fray or unravel over time. But yeah, that's it. That's what I did. So I made a little hole, put the belt back in, and as you can see, the screws are laying flush. So it works perfect for me. That's how I made it work. If you have one of these belts and you were able to get that without doing anything like a hole wise like I did, let me know, and let me know what you did or how you did it. Because this Allen wrench, I could just not get, just couldn't get enough leverage, enough torque, and it seemed like the Allen wrench wasn't the exact right size for the size of the set screw. It's almost like it was slipping. It didn't fit in there snug or an exact same size. So if you've had a different experience, let me know. If you've had the same experience, let me know. Put it in the comments below, please. All right. So the inside of this belt, here, I'll show you the clean end, okay? The inside of this belt there's a thick layer here, almost like leather, but I don't think it's leather. Could be wrong. I really don't know what it is, but it's thick. Then there's this white piece right here. You see that? That is the liner. That is what gives this belt super rigidity. And then over that, you have sewn the nylon, okay? The web. Okay, you can see right there that line that runs up the belt. Okay, that's where that liner is, sandwiched in between the two pieces, the front and the back piece. All right, I'm going to set that to the side. All right, let me show you how this belt operates. Okay. All right, so you take it there and you'll listen. Okay, you hear it clicking. Okay, when you want to release the belt, here's the tab. You just pull the tab and it releases. It's that simple. Here's the best part about it. What I really like about it, especially carrying a belt, going to eat, anything like that throughout the day, you fluctuate in weight. So what I love about it is I cinch it down. Okay, it's where I want it, right, for the day. I go to eat. My belly feels a little tight. I pull this lever, and I can literally go a 1/4 inch at a time and just loosen it. Or 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, and I can just ratchet it in. I love that you can adjust this belt like that. I love that that is how it works, that it gives you so much diversity in the size of belt and the adjustment points, unlike a traditional belt with holes where, you know, and this has happened to me numerous times. I'm sure it's happened to you guys. One hole is too tight, one hole is too loose. You need somewhere in the middle. Well, you don't have somewhere in the middle because you're stuck on holes that are an inch apart. Okay, we don't fluctuate in inch increments. So for that reason, ratchet belt is awesome. This belt is very rigid. It holds the gun very well. And when I say rigid, let's see if you guys can see this. Okay, it doesn't flop. All right, it stays. It stays where I put it. Stays where I put it, and it's a nice rigid gun belt. It does its job. It provides stability and keeps my gun where it is supposed to be. So far as build quality and fit and finish and how it wears on me, I give this thing 5 out of 5 stars without a doubt. Far as those little set screws and that little Allen wrench that comes with it, I mean, I would give that like 1 or 2 out of 5 stars. Just that particular part. Obviously, I made it work for me. So that's about it, guys. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. Please hit that like button. Subscribe if you like my videos. I got more stuff coming. Like I said, I'm in the process of a completely new EDC setup. This is the first part to that, which is my new EDC belt. Till next time, you guys stay safe. God bless America.